Chimpanzees. It's like a long-armed human with fur. You might see it and go, looks harmless. And that's when it beats your face until you have a new one. But can this violent behavior happen on a much larger scale? Our story begins in 1970, when primate scientist Jane Goodall was studying at the Gombe National Park in Tanzania. From there, she documented the chimps' behavior, their way of life, and their ability to use tools. There were two tribes of chimpanzees, both living together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the tribe began to split. They were like, soon, this caused territorial disputes between the two tribes, such as screaming, banging, and displaying. It wasn't until 1974 that the Kesekela tribe would strike first. They saw the lone Kahama chimp and was like, predictively, the 6 males walked up to him and gave him a friendly surprise. With fists. They threw him into the ground and repeatedly beat the crap out of him. With one of them dead, the Kahama hoped this violence was a one-time thing, but they were wrong. The second victim was a young male named D, and after that Goliath, which was the most significant to Goodall. You see, Goliath was actually close to the Kahama males from the start, so when the chimps showed up, Goliath never saw it coming. Like D, he was outnumbered and beaten. They twisted his leg and left him to die. Surprisingly, Goliath was still breathing and was able to get up, but he suddenly disappeared. I don't know what happened, but we can only assume the worst. Then, 3 Kahama males were left, and Charlie was next. No one saw what happened, but his body was found near the Kahama stream. At this point, the remaining chimps was like, Willie was next to vanish, but unlike the previous attacks, it was done fast. And Sniff was now the only male left of Kahama. He was probably like, but he was soon hunted and killed. What's left are 2 females and their infants. But just like their group, they suffered the same fate. But it wasn't the worst part. Right before the war, there were even counts of cannibalism. One day, the female chimp was sitting with her newborn infant, until suddenly, another chimp appeared and was like, What happened next was gruesome. She took her baby, bites her whole head, then feasts what remains with her family, while the mother watches. Moving on. With the apes gone on one side, the Kesekela celebrated their newfound territory. But it's not over yet. As it turns out, on the other side, there's another group of chimps who were supposed to be dealing with these chimps that they just killed. Now they have to deal with a much larger, much stronger group. Fortunately for them, they mostly have young males in the group, which makes them look stronger than they actually are. In the end, tensions died down and peace was eventually restored.